Right, hello everyone. Welcome to Friday Night with Hilly. We got something a bit different this week. So I'm not with PRF1 tonight, as you'd have noticed. So also usually I do PRF1, but we've got an event this week. So it's a league versus league four-man team event around China. The weather will be set to dry. It is a friendly event. Okay, so no it's a bit of a practice as well, if I'm honest, not just for the drivers, but for the guys that are trying to run or going to be running on F124 and new league versus league competitions. So it's a bit of a practice all round, really. There's an awful lot of chat going on, guys. I think we're just waiting for one or two more drivers. So just to confirm, there's two lobbies tonight. This is lobby B, okay, and there is also a lobby A, which is being commentated on by Arc Reaper on the Arc stream. So there will be, if it's not already shared about in your Discords, there will be a link to it as soon as it's going. So right, I think we're sort of getting ready to go now. It's quite difficult, really, when I think I've sort of realised problem number one being that when you've got multiple leagues, you need some sort of connection between the leagues. So, hey Paella and James. No, I'm not racing. Am I down? I should be on. No, I'm on spectate. No, I'm commentating on lobby B. So that is what we're doing. Okay, guys, let's go. Let's go. Please. Right, okay, finally, we've got a timer started in lobby B. Anybody that wants to tune into to lobby A, you'll be able to do so. We're just waiting to receive a link to the stream, and then once we receive that link, we can share it. Well, your person that's running your team today can share it in your relevant Discords. And let me just share this myself because I haven't put it in my own Discord yet. So general chat there. That's my one into there. Right, okay. Here to watch TTR Kilo Sandman. Thanks for joining. And we'll hope we have a good race tonight. So, right, one down thing is that Like a lot of the teams, I think 3 teams have all gone for black liveries. It's caused a slight issue. I don't know which team they are, but I'll do my best for you guys. Now, let me just turn this down a bit, because I've been driving in races last 2 nights, so I have the sound turned up when I'm driving. There we go. Otherwise, when we go on board, it's going to absolutely destroy your ears. So, we do have a car going out on tracks. A reminder, we're here at China. It's short qualifying, 50% race. Superb track. Love this track. It's always my best. Well, it was my best on time trial for last year's game on F122. Top 1%. Only 1 or 2 tracks with top 1% in. Not quite so good this year. I think I'm top 3 or 4% this year, but still a track I thoroughly love driving. So, if you hear anybody talking in the background, it's just my dad. He's watching a film with a headset on. Doesn't realise we can hear him when he talks. So, Paella Muncher out first. He's part of my Discord, so he is WAOF1, who are in the red tonight. So any of the 4 red drivers you can see on the screen there are WAOF1 drivers. So, well, somebody's driven past Paella, so he's going to lose the fame of the first lap of the evening. So let's find whoever that black driver is. There we go, B Beach. So let's go on board and we'll do a hilly hot lap with Beach. So he was apparently on the intermediate tyres in dry weather, so we won't bother doing a hilly hot lap. In fact, we'll just go back to Paella. I don't know why he's on intermediates. So hilly hot lap with Paella then. Over the line. Gets underway, really throw the car into turn 1, gradually reduce your speed through the corner until you're eventually down to second and then into turn 2. And it's going to get blocked here. It's already blocked on the first lap. Come on guys, standard rules and lobbies, do not block on a hot lap. Drivers are on hot laps. We'll stick with Paella because I think he's continuing. He still wants to get a delta on the board. So I'll throw the car in now to flat out left-hander. Then keep the car as left as you can before entering the right-hander. Open it up, then the double left here. And then onto this little small straight that takes us down to the end of sector 2. And heavy late brake in, and then really tricky on the old traction, going around this continuous right-hander onto the big long straight, which is obviously where we'll see the majority of the overtaking opportunities tonight. ERS opens, we head down to the hairpin at the end. And turn in, a little bit of curb on the inside is absolutely fine. Open up the steering, move the car over to the right now for the final corner. A little bit blind on the final corner. You can take it in 4 for 5th and head for the line. 131.5 from Paella Muncher. So did get blocked a little bit early in the lap, so that will have affected his time. But at least he's got one on the board. Here comes Geldy. His first lap, 132.2, goes P2. Adrian's invalidated. Henry is heading for the line now. 131.6 goes P2. Somebody else jumped up then. Who's that? That was Beach, 2 minutes 2. That's the guy that had the intermediates on for some reason. That is something that will be banned for proper races. You won't be allowed to do that, have intermediates on in dry conditions, or vice versa. So WKR Ghiaccio now. Let's stick with him as he comes through the double left-hander. So it's awkward. Long right-hander onto the main straight. Like you can see, a lot of action through that right-hander and onto the straight. Obviously, as I said previously, best overtaking opportunity, but likely to see 1 or 2 spins there as well. Hopefully we don't, but it is quite a high possibility. So the traction round there is very, very difficult. Here comes Ghiaccio though. It looks pretty good coming out the final corner. Always a little slow out the final corner. Heads to the line, 132.5. I think he just lost a little bit in that final corner there. Obviously, he might have challenged Geldy. Adrian has invalidated again, unfortunately. King Z, where is he? Oh, he's on the 2 left-handers as well. Let's just see if we can find anyone else. Urban. Foxy. Seen some names I recognise from months and years gone by. Mark has just started a lap. I think King RZ then. They are still trying to get a link for Lobby 8. It doesn't seem to be forthcoming at the moment. So King RZ across the line goes fastest, 131.2. Nice lap, King RZ. Let's see if we got anyone. Foxy just coming up to the hairpin. Yeah, Paella, wasn't a bad lap. You got a little locked on early in your lap, didn't you? But other than that, your lap was pretty good. So here comes Foxy then, 132.7, puts him in P6 for the moment. Who we got here? Dark Mark. Beautiful red livery, WAO team colours. I'm not sure why it's pure red, unless it's got some black on it somewhere. Let's have a look. Oh, it has got some black. There you go. I thought it must have some black to be WAO. It's sort of, I think, responsible by Vodafone. That's what it is. Dark Mark heads to the line. 132.3 puts him into P5. Well done, Dark Mark. Well, that's all London's out there tonight. Okay, Deadly Supreme 32.2 goes P5. And for P3 F1. Somebody else jumps up there. Bolts for P3 F1 as well, goes P5. Adrian up to P4. Urban. And that is invalidated, so backed out. Let's have a look then. Let's see if we can spot anybody improving. Bolts on 1 maybe. Towards the end of sector 1. No, he's not on 1. Was Adrian? No, I think we're basically waiting for somebody to complete an outlap. So Paella is just coming back round. So looks like he's going to be onto a lap now. So let's see if there's any improvement from him to challenge King RZ. Slow sort of gliding around turn 1. This was where we got blocked on the previous attempt, so we'll definitely gain some time there. Let's see what difference that's made to sector 1 for him. And yeah, nearly 2 attempts up, goes purple in sector 1. So that's going to put him on a .35. No, 3.9 even. So it needs about another 10th and a half to take the provisional pole. Nicely through the 2 left-handers. Evening, Ransdell. Thanks for joining, mate. And just over a 10th and a half up from Paella at the moment. Heading down a long straight. Yellow's flashing. Usually just somebody minding out the way. In fact, I think if you look behind, there was a car on the right hand side there. It's Paella into the final corner. Could have been better, but over the line, 31.3, stays P2, but improves by exactly quarter of a second. So the gap now to P1 just 700ths. It's an outlap. Okay, what about this one? No, that's an outlap as well, Milo Dean. Right, let's go down to Henry then. Just coming up to the end of sector 2, and he's 4 attempts up. Nice. Okay, he's on target for almost the same time as King RZ, so it's going to be all about the final sector. Can he find anything? This long straight doesn't have to make it quite difficult to set up for China. If you took that long straight out, you'd probably call it quite a high downforce track, but because of that long straight, you can't set up too high, and you get absolutely murdered on the straight every lap. So 31.3 then, stays P3 in fact, just behind Paella. Yacho, 2 tenths up through sector 2. Somebody else jumps up there. I think that was Beach going up to P4, 317. Somebody else jumping up as well there. That was Liana. Oh, Yachu's into the pits, typically. Okay. Here's Lolo Juve. 132.4 goes P10. Just ahead of Luana. Who's that? Oh, I've missed him. Somebody else was crossing the line there. I get that driver, it's too many black cars. So, back to Henry then, he's not improving. Back on an in-lap, obviously. Beach. No idea if he's improving at all. I mean, he just set the lap, so I assume he's on an in-lap, but we'll just stick with him just in case. Yeah, he's not burning any energy down the straight, so... Indeed must be. Who is this? Luana. Again, not burning any energy down the straight, so we know they're not on a hot lap. Foxy. Foxy. Into the hairpin. No idea what the sector 2 was like. Comes then. The final. Oh, just caught a bit of the inside curve and it's going to spin around. Well, off comes the front wing, but not out. The wheel stayed on. The wheel stayed on. Urban. Oh, he's invalidated. Okay. Let's move on then. No. Milo Dean. Nope. Nope. It's a load of outlaps then. So, where should we go? Bolts and Adrian. Here's my old mucker Adrian then. Heavily cross the line and start these laps up. We come again to turn 1, throw the car in, let the car slow itself down really, do the work for you, then cut in for the inside of the corner through turn 2. Adrian likes a little short shift there, which some people will prefer, just to give it a little bit extra stability on the exit. And we head down to the right-hander, just over half a tenth up, sorry. Through sector 1. Going well. Just into two left-handers then. Little short shift up to 5th again, just helps with the stability on the exit. 3 tenths up through sector 2. Right at this moment, it wouldn't actually gain him a place, but he's only just behind his teammate Beach. So we head round now to the long straight, and it seemed pretty good through the right-hander. DRS open immediately as we cross the line there. To hairpin. The actual hairpin corner can be taken in multiple ways, really, but so much about the exit, and as you saw, Adrian's just a little bit out of shape. Here he comes to the line then, 1:31.4, improves for 6.5 attempts, jumps up ahead of Beach into P4. Let's go and see how King is getting on. Well, he's not improving, he's backed out the lap. Bolts maybe, just coming through the two left-handers. No, 8.5 attempts down. Giacho on to the long straight. The Lutto has got a toe off that car, but not playing ball. And into the hairpin then. Final corner. Always tricky, the final corner. Here he comes, and up to P6 for Giacho. Good lap, 1:31.741. Here is London. It's quite substantially down in sector 1, so Marco's doing. He was up through sector 2, but unfortunately he's invalidated at some stage. He was just started the lap. What about Elminator? 33.2 from Elminator. King was ever so slightly down in sector 1. Right, Paella's only just started the lap, so we'll stick with King through to the end of his lap. And he's a 10.5 down in sector 2. Completely impossible to recover. No, I don't think he's going to be recovering it here. See if he heads for the line or not. No, I'm going to go straight onto the pits. So, what about Paella? He's very... Oh, now Paella 2 temps up through sector 2. He's purpled sector 2. He's looking good right now to snatch the pole position. The car ahead probably just a little too far away to give him a distant tow. Yeah, nice through the hairpin. It's pretty smooth on the exit as well. Here he comes then. DRS opens. And it's a 31.1. Takes provisional pole for the moment. Can Henry do anything about it? He is improving. He needs around about another half a tenth through the final sector. Yeah, and pretty smooth on the exit. He may have done enough here. Final corner didn't seem too bad at all. Has he done it? He has. 1:30.9. 4/10 improvement by Henry. Very good lap indeed. Deadly Supreme has invalidated. Somebody jumps up there. Hayden Elite, I think that was, to P9. Dark Mark, maybe, yeah. Dark Mark's improving through sector 2. This, at the moment, would jump him up to P10. Oh, caught a bit sausage curve there. Didn't seem to affect him too much. I think he's gone P7, yeah, up to P7, so really improved for the final sector as well. And that is the end of qualifying. So we are due to have a little break between Quali and race. I hope that's been passed on to all the drivers. If not, I guess we'll just go. But right then, so I won't go through the whole order. I'll look to do that on the formation lap. So instants I'll just scroll through in case they're needed for any after race investigations. Said it is a friendly, so I don't think there'll be too much going on in that sense. But let's see how we go. Right, I do need to nip off quickly, guys. Hopefully nobody readies up, but I will just nip off quickly. See you in a minute. Okay, guys, back with you. Ready for the start. Right, okay, I've given a little shout out to Let's Go. So any drivers listening, you're free to press the button now. So, gonna be interesting with the bit of a dominance in qualifying from one team here in Lobby B, but Paella sort of stuck his name right in the middle of all of them. The team lists were placed in the chat earlier on. It's been completely swallowed up by all the chat. Okay, so off we go. on the formation lap then. So, as I said, the Undid team are... I don't even know if that's the right name. It's TTR, sorry, Undid. Undid update. Then I thought that went his team name. TTR then dominating the proceedings really here in Lobby B in qualifying. So we have Henry on pole with WAF1's Paella Mancher on second, King RZ in third, and Adrian in fourth, both for Team TTR. Beach in fifth, WKR's Ghiaccio in sixth, Dark Mark P7 with Geldy starting eighth, Lolo Juve starting in ninth alongside Hayden. Bolts in P11 with Deadly Supreme in 12, Urban starts 13, Milo Dean 14, London 15 with Loana in 16, Voxy and Marco make up the 9th row of the grid with Elminator starting in 19th. A quick look at the tyres, and predominantly the drivers have gone for hards, so 16 out of the 19 drivers have gone hards as their first tyre, and 3 drivers, which are Marco, Urban and Ghiaccio, who have gone for the mediums. So not much of a spread, but just a few drivers in there that could sort of make it interesting. Let's just move it to position change for the start of the race. Hopefully try and keep up a little bit with who's doing what. So, what are we going to have then? So, oh, Deadly Supreme and Urban, I think, have made a bit of contact there towards the final corner, I think. So that's disqualified them. They'll just start about a metre back, I think it is. Half a metre to a metre back in their grid slots. Geldy as well, who's missed his grid slot, will have the same thing. As the guys further back do line up and we get ready for the race start. So here we go. 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights are on. Long pulls, but out they go and away we go. Henry seems to get off the line pretty well. Paella maybe a little bit sluggish off the line, but looks like he's going to protect his P2 well enough. Ghiaccio, moves up to 4th and then does nip into P3. Can he hold it on the exit around the outside? A couple of swaps going on further down, but so far so good. No yellow flags appearing yet, which is always a good sign. Geldy making up a couple of places. So actually does lose out again after that. It's really close battling through the field. See here, this is Hayden and Milo, who's nipped up the inside there pretty nicely into the double left-hander though. Can he hold it round the outside of the 2 left-handers? And I think he has. Yes, he has. So Hayden has to settle into P11. Let's get back up to the front then. This is Ghiaccio off to a really good start. And we do now have a yellow flag. And I think that was Marco at the back. Really, really tight look down the straight. Darren Pink there on the inside, moving around, seeing if he can find any sort of space. Hayden looks like he gets pushed slightly wide there, but he seems to be okay. But this is super, super tight at the moment. Back up to the front where I can actually sort of decipher who people are. Voxy losing out a couple of places. Oh, Voxy. No, London is round. Voxy is still going. London round. So Marco gains a place. And he's almost caught onto the back of the field now, Marco. We got a few timing glitches going on through the field, guys, but that should right itself the next time they cross the line. Shouldn't be an issue. Yeah, Joe on the back of King RZ. At the moment, Henry looks like he's just pulling out a little gap. Say, because of the timing glitch, I'm not exactly sure how long that gap is, but it looks like it's probably around a second to me. And yellow flags. That is Eliminator. Round in the double left-handers. There's Juve mix up. Place on Geldy, up to P9. Juve. Let's see if timings sort themselves out. Well, a lot better as to what's going on. So yeah, Paella just outside the 1 second. Wouldn't have DRS here anyway because it's before the start-finish line. But DRS is now enabled, lap 3. At the moment, if Paella can't nip back within that 1 second, he'll be vulnerable, but he has done just that. So Eliminator picks up 3 seconds. Game does seem to love doing that. You've had a spin or something's happened for you and you've dropped down to the back. Game does love to then slap you with a penalty at some point, doesn't it? Does seem like it in a way. It's sort of assaulting wounds, really. And now into our 2 left-handers again. And it's actually King RZ now that's in danger of losing Paella, who's really caught onto the back of Henry. So DRS will activate. It's quite a long way he's going to have to make up here to make a move, so this might be more of a get back onto the gearbox scenario. See if he does have a move. No, opts to just fall in behind instead on this occasion. I think sensible. It's a little far back from making a move. Milo was really close to Lolo. Juve, who I think's just made up a place actually. I think Juve's just gone up to P8. And we've got one a bit further down, Luana and Voxy. Careful, guys. Maludin getting back ahead of Juve into turn 1. Hey Gunners, thanks for joining, mate. I hope you're okay. Mark's doing alright at the moment. He's P7. Where he qualified. So he's not up or down, but he's doing okay. So let's get these position changes back to tyres so you guys can see that. As you can see, we did only have the 3 medium starters. Everybody else on hards. So let's just stick with this one for the moment. They've already changed places a couple of times. Although I may need to go at the front because Paella, 4 attempts off, Henry going on to the big straight. So I think I need to move, guys, because this is potentially a move for the lead. Here comes Paella with the DRS advantage. Moves to the inside and has it done before they reach the break-in. Henry is laid on the brakes. He's going to take that outside line. Paella holds it off. Obviously, we'll give the DRS back now for the pit straight. And he may come under some pressure here himself, I think. It's one of those tracks. This can happen a lot. So, oh god, what a horrible view. Oh no! Henry's gone round. Henry's round at turn 1. Now, I was just changing camera, so I've got no idea if that was a contact or not, quite honestly. Paella's dropping now. Can't see any obvious signs of damage on Paella's car. Doesn't mean there isn't any. There is sometimes front wing damage where you can't see it. but can't see at the moment. Could have obviously the other kind of damage as well. So Henry, by the way, is recovered in P8 on the back of Milo Dean. Right on the back of Milo Dean, actually. So let's just go down to that as he'll be looking to recover. Using any energy to try and get this done, so holding on. Now, what's Paella doing? He is carrying on, so that would suggest there's no damage. What about Henry? Yeah, carries on as well, so I think we're okay in terms of damage in a way. Just the pride, maybe. It's Henry on the inside of Milo Dean. That camera is terrible. And nicely up the inside, all seems better this time. Back to P7 then for Henry. Top 3, close as you like at the moment. Yacho, who's up 4 places to get up to P2, is flashing away, but he started on those mediums, so obviously he's going to be pitting earlier. Undercut option becomes available. He doesn't want to be too out of sorts. It looks like Milo's in trouble. Milo Dean round something. He's recovered it in P14. So off he goes again. So many close little battles through the field. It's hard to know exactly which one to look at. Let's go to Paella. I think he's making a move. So through goes Paella, Muncher on Ghiaccio. And that's done nicely on the straight. About Adrian. So teammates with the driver ahead, so we'll not be rushing into anything. Perhaps working together a little bit. It's Milo ahead of Urban. It's okay. Wasn't too short. Oh, Urban takes to the pits. Well, is there any damage involved here? Because that is very early. Very early indeed. Yeah, I can hear it. There's a front wing. Terrible camera again, but there is a front wing change going on there. So, don't know where that happened, but so you needed to change. Paella then needing to get back within that 1 second now of King RZ. Sandman can confirm that there was contact there. Okay, thank you very much. I wasn't sure because I just moved to that bloody camera that's on the curb and I couldn't see anything. So, but, yeah, thank you for that. So, gonna get an idea now. Is Adrian gonna go past his teammate this time? He is. Yeah, he definitely is because he's using overtake. So through Adrian goes. He just swap. Oh, we got a little spin. Under braking from Beach. No other cars there. Dartmark's going to take advantage. But that was a mistake under braking from Beach. And that's allowed Dartmark through. There's the teams now with Dartmark up to 5th for WAOF1. It's just getting things a little bit tighter now. Definitely the same team, so Adrian and King RZ and the likes are all definitely still in the prime position in terms of teams, but oh goodness me, look at this one. Freeway battle going on here between Loana, Deadly Supreme and Marco. It looks like Loana's come out on top. Deadly Supreme in 15th, then Marco 16th. Some little changes going around midfield as well. Here's Lolo, Juve. Right on the back of Bolts. So that Bolts has just gotten through into P8. I do wonder if a lot of drivers started on the hards because maybe there'll be safety cars so they can get the hard stint out of the way and move to doing a medium strategy or something like that. Safety cars at the moment, touch wood, haven't even looked like coming out. Here comes Beach on Dark Mark up the inside. Beach gets the move done and is up to P5. So just have a little look at maybe coming back. I think he's going to just arrive a little bit late, so opts not to make the move. About Lolo Juve now, same scenario, just doesn't quite make it in time to get a move done, so holds off. Deadly Supreme gets past on the straight as oh, Paella Manager has left the session. Oh dear, that's trouble for Paella. Says he's on Call of Duty. Invite sent. There we go. If you're on Xbox, guys, I can send them invites if they're anything else, unless I happen to have them added on EA. I'm afraid they're at their own team's discretion. We've lost someone. Bolts is out, and that's the safety car. That is a safety car. Where is he? He's on the left. He's disappeared now, but he was on the left, going around the fast left-hander. So, well, I mean, it's saved Paella, hasn't it? He's obviously disconnected. It looks like he's back with us. His car's solid, so I think he's back with us already. But yeah, you're right, Oz. It's absolute great timing for Paella after he... Are you not back in, Paella? Your car's... I thought you were back in because your car's not ghosted. Please, can my AI pit me? We're about to find out if you haven't got control of the car yet. But it's in. You are indeed in. Probably stick you on use sauce from Quali now. But you'd imagine everybody's in. I can't see any reason anybody would stay out. Urban maybe. He's only on 2-lap medium, so he might opt to stay out. But I think if I was Urban, even then, I think I'd pit. But by the time he gets round there, he's not really going to be making up any places, I don't think. So, Paella, you're safe. He's put you on mediums. So we're going to bunch everybody back up together. We were still pretty close in a way, but going to bunch everyone back up together now. So, King RZ leads. Hang on to the mediums. Ghiaccio, though, has gone on to the hards and will absolutely 100% be going to the end of this race. I think the medium tyre, the guys that have gone to mediums probably will be, but they're going to struggle later on. Without a doubt. China isn't very forgiving when it comes to when it comes to tyres. So, oh, Paella's out. Paella's out. Oh, Paella, what's happened? Have you been kicked and retired? Those cars on the left-hand side over there. Ah, oh, Paella, unlucky, man. He was having a really good race. Unlucky. Unlucky. So then, in that case, it is King RZ leading currently from Ghiaccio. Adrian up to third now. Dark Mark now the highest WAOF1 runner in P4. Henry 5, Juve 6, Geldy 7, Beachin 8, Votzi 9, Hayden Elite rounds out the top 10. The safety car going for another lap. So just looking at where people are, and it should definitely be in this next lap. Loana or Leona, I don't know. Leoana, Loana. I think I'm probably right. Loana. Got to take another stop and has gone to the hard tyres. So maybe clever there. Well, that's very true, Paella. Better here than last night, like Adam. Yeah, Adam was incredibly unlucky last night in the league race. In a league race where he's in a league where he's actually battling for a title as well, and the bloody game kicks him and retires him. So far so good tonight. The racing seemed pretty good to me so far. I think it's been a one or two contacts, but it's not been, it's not been bad at all. And there's the confirmation. Safety car in this lap. I have no idea how the other lobby's going. Hopefully they're going just as well. So, where will King go? So the game slows him down considerably at this point. Once the safety car reaches the pit lane, that's where he becomes free to go. Most people around here tend to go out the final corner. We'll see if King does that. But no, everybody has pitted. The two penalties, by the way, I think they're both 3 seconds. I'll just double check those. Yeah, both 3 seconds. So let's go to Adrian. So where is he going to go? Is it out the final corner? It is. It is out the final corner. And Ghiaccio really reacted well to that. Adrian not so well, and he is coming under attack here from Dark Mark into turn 1. Looks like he holds Dark Mark off pretty well. Nothing else going on further down. Looks like everybody's in a pretty uniform line at the moment. Let's back up to the front. Now, can King get away from Ghiaccio? So Ghiaccio on those hard tyres. So King will want to get away early if he can. On safety car restart. We need to do the 2 laps with no DRS first. So anybody who doesn't know, for this year in real life, that has changed to 1 lap, and that it will be represented in F1 24 as well. So we'll start getting DRS quicker. Ghiaccio just has a little bit of a lock up into the hairpin. Got Marco, got the inside of London, a little bit of argy-bargy on the exit. Looked like Marco just about allowed enough room, but maybe debated that one. But London having a little look to see if he can come back. It's on the inside, Marco leaves the room, and London goes up the inside at turn 1. But look, oh, careful, Elminator taking advantage of that as well. So Elminator through as well then. And it looks like Luana's having a little look now. Not too far back, Luana. Not too far back, you're not entitled to any room. Now, the moment then, King RZ is pulled away by 2 seconds. The lead. Ghiaccio following him along, but Adrian right on the back. Henry is coming out this corner really well. He may get a run at Dark Mark here. He's having a little look. I think Adrian is going up the outside of Ghiaccio. Is Henry coming through as well? No. So Adrian up to P2. Just had a little Henry not attacking Dark Mark there. Just giving Juve a little sort of nudge to maybe have a look themselves. Pretty much okay. I'm just going to go down to Loana and see if there's any movement going on into turn 1 here. Oh, Marco just runs out a bit wide again, doesn't he? Oh, careful, Loana. Thought they were going to drift out into them then, but held it really well. Little switchback maybe. Come out of the corner as Urban's gone off track. So through goes Loana and has gotten that one done. Marco folds in behind and we'll wait for another opportunity. Henry now to the contact with Paella earlier in the race. They both lost out to an extent. Henry looking to see if he can claim, maybe move himself back towards a podium spot. So up to 4th here with a move on Dark Mark. Have the inside, little bit of a lock up. Not too bad though, and he has made the move nicely. So well done, Henry, nice move. And up to P4. Definitely going to be interesting to see how these mediums fare later into the race. It is an awfully long stint for the mediums around here at China to get to the end. Just making me think that Ghiaccio is really, really well placed. We do have a yellow flag. I'm not sure who that was. It might have been Hayden, but I'm just guessing really. Let's see, this is from P2 Adrian right the way down to Milo in P10, all in DRS for each of each other. Henry very close to the back of Ghiaccio, and with Ghiaccio flashing away on the ERS light, so he is down to 8% with Henry on 46%. We fancy Henry getting this move done. We'll pick up the slipstream. Just be a little sort of lag going past people, doesn't he? It seems to be overtaken and then he seems to go back forward a little bit. But I thought that seemed like the case with Dark Mark as well. But there we go, in a way. Henry through nice and comfortably up to P3. So the same team occupy the top 3 places now. Elminator and Deadly Supreme. Elminator coming out on top with P13. Definitely going to be interesting to see if any of these medium guys opt to pit. Also, if they opt to pit, when do they pit? Because do you just cut the stint in half? Do you maybe go slightly longer on the mediums and then switch to softs? Softs don't tend to do well around China, so maybe you could do a really short medium stint and then switch to another set of mediums and look to undercut your way up the field a little bit. That could definitely be an option that's open to some of the guys sort of P7, 8, 9, 10. It really does depend on whether these guys feel like going to the end on the mediums is the quickest way of getting there. China, it's not a slow pit stop here, but it's certainly not quick either. I think it's around 23 seconds, 23, 24. So it is, oh well, I guess it is quite a long pit stop really. Oh, I think the yellow flag is Eliminator. He looks like he's hit the wall there. He lost his... he's only lost an end plate, so he should be okay not to get a safety car there. So at the moment... Don't mark. See what he can do. He's the one with Ghiaccio on the back of him. Both of them are flashing. They've got a whole host of cars behind. Ghiaccio just got a little out of shape there on the exit. Lockups going on left, right and centre and all sorts going on. It's at the moment very, very tight, but not a lot happening. Just wondering if Voxy here can get a run on Beach maybe. And I think as we go round onto the straight, I think we've got to go back to Ghiaccio. The RS opens, puts a little bit of energy in the tank. Feel a boostlet as he approaches the corner. We'll have the inside of the hairpin. Ooh, runs out, cuts Dirt Mark off a little bit there. You need to be on the, make the inside of the corner, not cut back across. And in fact, what's happened here? Oh, Dirt Mark's into the pits. Okay, so that's interesting. So Dirt Mark and Beach both go in for that I mentioned. Quite a short stint on the mediums and then pit. See if this pays off for them. It's definitely just a tyre stop. No front wing going on or anything like that. So this is undercut attempts. They are gambling on the fact that the other guys on the mediums will have to pit. Could then come under a bit of attack from the other guys towards the end if they pit to softs or something. But that is the plan at the moment. Undercut their way through. In Dirt Mark's case, maybe through to a podium spot. Dominator gets 3 seconds there. Quite sure where to go. Here we go. Geldy then getting close to the back of Juve. Marco now picking up 3 seconds. Here comes Geldy then. Power of DRS and Slipstream and gets through into P5. Does have a penalty, so we'll see how that affects him. And into the pits comes Geldy. Sometimes makes you wonder why you made the move. Just coming into the pits in a way, but there we go. Milo in as well. Well, to be fair, I guess the reason he made the move is because he doesn't know what Juve was doing. Juve might have been pitting as well. So he'd have been going into the pits ahead and exiting ahead. Where is Dirt Mark? He's onto the pit straight already. So here we go. Goes past Milo Dean, he goes past Geldy. So that's those two. They're only just getting out of the pits, so it's quite a reasonable undercut, to be honest. It's pretty well. Now the attention turns to the other guys on the mediums. Do they have to pit? It really must be in the sort of territory where sticking on them to the end, the same set, could be in danger territory. It's generally 70%. Once you hit 70% on your tyre wear, there's every chance that you could pick up a puncture. Pick up a puncture. So here's Voxy. These guys are teammates, Voxy and Juve. It's not going to stop Voxy from making the move. So he's, oh, hang on, careful. Your teammates. I don't know what that was about. So just need back out into them. So they're having a little love. A little bit of a love in. Into the pits comes Voxy. So he is now reacting. And Henry's in as well. So he's going to soft tyres. Okay, Geldy did the same, by the way. He went to softs as well. Dark Mark has reached the back of Urban here. To the inside. Oh, exits. So Henry on the exit. He's gone to softs, so... No, Dark Mark on the back of Marco now. They are the same team. Both driving for WAOF1, so... Joanna, close to the back of London. Oh, Dark Mark getting past. Oh, Marco's run off track by the looks of it, so Dark Mark gets past, Henry gets past as well. Now Urban having a look on the inside up to the left-hander. And Urban through as well. Up to P9. And Henry. That's still not far behind. Dark Mark is going to get the tyre advantage now. And the DRS advantage as King is into the pits from the lead. Definitely in a moment. The idea seems to be that they can't get to the end on the mediums. There's that safety car. Really did come out at a lovely time. Really mixed things up for us. And that is King RZ exiting the pits. Just ahead of us. Right onto the softs. Hi, Dad. See, having a little look at Milo, maybe. Yeah, let's go back up. Oh, let's go to Loana. It's getting really, really close to the back of London now. I definitely wouldn't be shocked to see Adrian try and get his tyres to the end. He's known Adrian for a long time. He's always done well on his tyres, so I wouldn't be shocked to see him carry on. As Henry, well, King and Henry both get past Loana. Can Dark Mark follow? No, a little bit far behind for that. Yeah. So Adrian continues past the pits. I don't think he's got any intention of pitting. I think if he was going to, it had to be then. But now we're at the point, if he does pit, he comes out behind everybody. So I think he's made his intentions clear now. He intends to go to the end of this race. So Henry getting past London and up into P5. King already up to P4. Has a bit of trouble there, but it looks like getting on the power. And it's turn 3, and 3 goes Dark Mark. And he's now onto the back of London. In the same situation as King and Henry, he's got the tyre advantage. Every time they reach somebody, they've got a big tyre advantage. And now we're going to see, because Juve still out on the mediums as well, has a 8.5 second lead now over King. As Dark Mark really shows just how much more grip his mediums have got. With 8 laps less wear on them. And who is that? It's a pink car, but oh, it's Marco. Oh dear, he gets back on. Any damage? Can't see any. He's back on and resumes in P15. Gaps just sort of appearing now in this top group. It's definitely not done as we've got a yellow flag and that looks like Elminator. Again, he gets going, no obvious signs of damage either. So I think we're okay. Ooh, let's go down to Geldy, who's caught the back of Loana. Have a serious grip advantage. Should be able to hang it around the outside here. And we'll get on the power so much earlier. And as you can see, clearly ahead on the exit. So ahead he goes. So there's Beach now, chasing down Loana as well. Careful, Beach. Always got to be careful when you're on fresher tyres. The person ahead is going to both brake earlier and take a bit longer getting on the power than you are. So he's got to be a bit careful. There's Milo on the back of Voxy, but these guys are on much similar tyres, so 3 laps against 4 laps. We'll say at this point a massive thank you to Milo, who's run the lobby tonight for the for lobby B. So thank you so much to them. Just about remember you, Milo and Ark. I don't think I was there much longer after you joined. So here comes Milo then, up the inside of Voxy. Yaldi's got in ahead of London a bit further up as well. And Milo makes that stick nicely. So P11 for our lobby host. Beach getting close here to London. Yeah, she's probably just going to be able to drift up the inside. And again, we'll be alongside still into this corner, but should be able to get on the power quicker. And yeah, almost a carbon copy of the last one around there. So, how are things going? King is close to regaining a podium spot. But I don't think he's going to have enough to be able to go after Ghiaccio afterwards. We'll see. These, like I said earlier, these softs die so quickly at China. I think they're only designed about 6 or 7 laps, really. And they'll be dead. Here he comes. This will help to bridge the gap to Ghiaccio a little bit. We'll see if he's got enough about him to be able to go after Ghiaccio. There is a big tyre difference, so he might be able to do it. As I said, the softs do die very quickly. Before long, we will have Henry. I do think, as long as his tyres don't blow up, then Adrian's looking absolutely spot on to win here. So, I think that's Elminator, is it? Yeah, just Elminator's had a little moment there. And he's making his way into the pits as well. It's a fresh sauce on Elminator. Go for the fastest lap, maybe. So 4 attempts the difference going on to the straight. Light flashing away on the car ahead. Beach makes the move, moves back over to the racing line once was clear as well. Take the best line through the hairpin. And so up to P7 for Beach. Juve on the back of Henry. Well, so King, RZ and Henry have both gotten past Juve. I was wrong though, wasn't I? King is right on the back of Ghiaccio already. So at the moment, that clear tyre advantage is still giving him enough. 7 seconds to make up to Adrian. Obviously they're the same team, so it's not massively important for him to catch Adrian. So looks like victory in this lobby is going to that team, as Marco makes his way to the pits as well to have a fresh set of softs. Again, maybe we can have a little fastest lap battle with Elminator, see if either of them can take it. Here comes King then. So Ghiaccio defends a little bit to the inside, so King currently outside. It's not Adrian ahead of us. It's Elminator, so through they go. Elminator gets nicely out of the way and allows them through, as would be expected. So Adrian still continues on to the penultimate lap. Can his tyres hold on? So if you hit 70%, it can. Oh, London! Just a bit late on the brakes there. So it was okay though. It was well. It ends well, as I say. Yeah, once you hit 70% on tyres, that is literally the point where they really could blow up any moment. I've seen people go into the 80s and low 90s on tyres, but just lately in the game, when people are hitting the 70%, it seems to be blowing them up pretty quickly. So there's no doubt at all that Adrian will need to be very, very careful on these tyres if they're at that sort of wear level. It's corners like this, these long sort of winding corners, where you tend to be pretty heavy on the power going through them as well. They're the ones that really hurt the tyres, obviously the outer tyres, the left-hand tyres on that occasion. Heavy braking zones don't help either. See, at this point, lifting and coasting would help as well. Just got to manage the gap. You can obviously take it easy on the tyres. Doesn't want to lose enough time to lose the win. Oh, I guess Henry here actually on Ghiaccio. You see an all podium from TTR. If I've got any of the league names wrong tonight, by the way, I do apologise to say this is very much practice for us as it is for the drivers. So any team names or driver names for that matter, if I've gotten anybody wrong, I do apologise. Always get that sorted though. Can Henry get in then? Going on to the final straight. Adrian is on to the... Sorry, I meant to say the long straight for the last time is what I meant. Here we go then, Henry to nip the podium off of Ghiaccio. So cruel. Through goes Henry. Oh, Ghiaccio's run out of fuel in a way. Here comes Adrian then. He Styles do hold on and he takes victory in China. Well done, Adrian, and well done, TTR. King OZ P2. Henry will fly out a full podium for TTR. Juve comes rank for P4. Giacho continues to drop. Dartmark P5. Beach P6. Geldy. Oh no. Giacho does finish P7 then. Geldy P8. I think dropped that back down because of a penalty. Milo takes P9. Voxy P10. Hayden nips ahead of London there at the end for P11. London 12. Loana 13. Deadly Supreme will take P14 with Urban just behind for P15. Marco will take P16. Elminator 17. Paella unlucky to have been kicked after disconnecting. Unfortunately, the game kicked him and retired him as well. And Bolts unlucky on a crash at the fast left-hander, I believe, the flat-out left-hander, I think, is where he crashed. Again, I've no idea if there was any contact at that point, but Marco crosses the line. Giaccio just left the session at the end, so it's just going to mess up the results a little bit. Giaccio just held off a little bit. But TTR 1, 2, 3 in both lobbies, in fact. Thank you, Latifi TTV. Fire Cloud, yeah, P1, P2, P3, 3 in both. 3. There we go. Don't need to watch the podium. King RZ takes the fastest lap, 1:33.728. Very nicely done. Scrolling through. So we've got everybody. Any other notable performances other than just the top 3? Well, Juve and P4 from 9th on the grid. Mark Geldy, Milo Dean up 6 places from 14th to 8th. Voxy from 17th to 9th. Yeah, I think some good performances in there. All in all, guys, I think for a first run doing something like this, I think tonight's worked pretty well. I think us guys that organise it, have organised it, have got a little bit of work to do on the organising side of things. So I apologise for any problems with that tonight, but hey, we're learning just as much as anybody else is. So, because we've all done league stuff before, but we've not done something like this before. So, bear with us, and we'll obviously make improvements on anything like that. Just scrolling through everything really, so that the stream has it all on there. So, congratulations to TTR and who I'm told has gotten a 1, 2, 3 in both lobbies. So, congratulations to you guys. We will have the results in to decipher any points and that to get out to you. Don't expect it too quickly, guys, but we will get to it as best we can. Okay. Other than that, guys, I enjoyed tonight. I thought that was quite a good race. So thank you very much. Plenty of overtaking. Only the one safety car. So yeah, really, really pleased with that. So thank you very much, all of you. Thanks to everybody, ever so much to everybody that's watched along with me. Thanks to ever so much to everybody that watched the stream back at a later point. I really appreciate it, guys, as do all the leagues involved and the drivers involved. So thank you very much. Big thank you to the leagues. So WAOF1, TTR, V3F1, ARC, and the other league that I've completely forgotten their name, which is so embarrassing. Oh, for God's sake. Hang on, give me a second. I can't just let that go. I've completely forgotten the other team's name. Elminator's League. Elminator, I've forgotten your league's name. I'm so sorry. See, this is the sort of thing we need to brush up on, guys. Anyway, it's not going to come to mind. So, alright then, guys. Thank you ever so much. Have a good week, good weekend, and I'll see you soon.